Please stop. Just stop. Oh my gosh. Stop. So, quick disclaimer, I am a biracial woman, which means I am half Jamaican on my father's side, as far as we know, and half Lithuanian on my mother's side, as far as we know. My ethnicity is Jamaican and Lithuanian. My nationality is American. My race is black. I'm black because that is how I'm perceived by society, by my appearance. I am black. Okay, so I just want to get that out of the way. First thing to expect is that you will get stared at. I promise you this. I can almost guarantee this. And if you think about the logistics behind it, it makes perfect sense. The country of your origin, you would be considered a minority if you are a black female. So if you move to a different country, a smaller country across the world, that still rings true. So if people aren't used to seeing people like you, they're going to stare at you more because they don't see people like you often. So that's just that. I mean, I used to get really mad about that. Like, I used to get really pissed because I would just project all my insecurity onto everybody, thinking that they're staring at me because they're racist, or they think that that I'm this kind of person, or that I'm ugly, or that they don't like black people, or whatever. Like, everything would run through my mind. But after a while, I realized, the pure logic behind, like, you look at something that is different, you're interested in something that you haven't seen before, or whatever, that whole notion. So you will get stared at. Don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. Actually make the most of it, because at least you're getting noticed. Another thing, if you are a black female coming to Budapest, Hungary, bring your beauty products and your hair products, because you will not find it here. And again, this goes to the same point as before. It's not common to find black people here or black women here, so it's not going to be common to find products specifically made for black or ethnic women in Budapest, Hungary, So it's not, the company's taking a stab at the races, saying like, oh, we don't want to serve your kind, or something stupid like that. It just makes sense, because if it's not common to have these, or a person that is of this background or whatever in this area, then why would we spend all this money buying these products to sell to people that aren't here? So bring whatever products that you live by. With that being said, though, where I'm about to move to, which is where my boyfriend lives, it has a higher African population, so there are like different like barber shops and stuff that have, they cater to both black and white, and it's no thing, whatever. So next point I want to make is stereotyping. So this is a tricky one, because I have to say, I've been in Budapest since August now, and it's April. Since August of 2016, and now it's April of 2017. So I've been here for a little bit, and I only encountered like stereotypical racist comments. There were like 2 or 3 of them the whole time being here, as opposed to in the States. I've experienced much, much more. And of course, I was in the States longer, a bigger part of my life, so that's just the law of averages. But any stereotype or stereotypical racist comment that you might hear in Budapest, Hungary, I can almost guarantee has come from Western society at large, and it's just the media convoluting all this information and, saying that, all black people eat fried chicken, or all, I don't know. Like, for example, I'm 5'10". I'm 5 foot 10 inches. I am a tall female. I used to get asked all the time, like, do you play basketball? You should play basketball. I bet you play basketball. You're probably really good at basketball. Okay, I'm not. And I don't want to be, and that's the end of that conversation. So a man here in Budapest asked me if I played basketball, and that was one time a few months ago, and that was it. And it wasn't in a malicious, mean, nasty way at all. He was just curious. And I said no, and I went about my life. But my point in all of this, my point in all of the whole being black in Budapest is that if you go into it with this negative mindset, like, you know, this combative mindset, like, oh, they are probably like this, or they won't like this, or they don't like me, or they don't like people like me, or blah, 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 blah. If you go into it like thinking that everyone's out to get you, then you'll be put in more situations where you prove yourself correct, if that makes any sense. So if you are looking for racist people throughout your day, you will find it because you're looking for it. So it's a matter of the way you're thinking and what kind of interactions you're trying to have. I know this video was very like general and vague and stuff, so there's plenty more things, specifics that I could get into. I hope that this proves that you should not let any preconceived ideas of a place prevent you from going to said place, because all they are ideas, they're only opinions, and you need to go and experience for yourself to actually know what you're talking about. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like it, and I will see you guys next week. Don't be so ignorant, please.
Don't be so ignorant, just please.